Hey guys, so as you can see, this is a video that I've already done, but I did it in Spanish, but I did have a subby request that I do them in English also, so here I go. Basically what I'm doing here in this set is not so much a design change, I'm doing a length change modification. I went from a longer length of nail to a shorter length, but using the same nail design, the same tip. I didn't have to replace the tip or anything. And basically what I start off by doing is with my my electric nail file, using the carbide bit. I first cut out the line of how much length I want to remove from the nail, and then I put a little bit of pressure only on what is the actual acrylic, and then when I remove about 80-90% of that acrylic on the tip, I go in with my nail clipper and I cut off. And the reason that I don't drill, or I don't file all the way down to the actual plastic tip, is because I don't want to damage or break the tip, since I don't want to have to go through all the work of actually replacing the tip, and that's just too much work. So after I've done that, since the length is shorter, now the stress point area has changed also, so that's what I'm doing now, is filing down the nail, especially where my stress point was in the nail before, filing it all down so I can also do my refill, and so that it's not so thick. One thing I cannot stand is when my acrylic nails are thick. But before, let me just show you step by step. Basically, I start by pushing back the cuticle gently with my cuticle pusher, and then with the other end I go in and remove the pterygium, which is the dead dried skin that is on the growth, actually not dead skin. I don't know why I keep saying dead skin, but it's the growth of that skin layer on the actual nail, and I don't want to have that, so that I don't have any lifting. And then with my sanding bit, I go in and also file down a little bit of the acrylic. Never on my natural nail. Ever use the electric file on the natural nail. But once I've removed the dust and I've removed the thickness, or much of the thickness, I go in with the Nail Be Gone, right only where I need to do the refill, you know, where you can see the growth between the natural nail and the acrylic. Go in there and then very lightly, you can't tell in the video because it doesn't have any audio and it's a little bit sped up, but I'm actually using it at a very extremely low speed, and I am not applying any pressure at all, and I'm just going right around the edges where the growth is, not on the natural nail. And this is done after I applied the Line Be Gone. And I'm just showing you here how I am thinning the thickness of the tip so that it also doesn't look bulky, because like I said, I can't stand it with my nail when my nails are thick, especially at the tip. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I apply the primer. Actually, I'm using the protein bond, and I try to just do it on the natural nail, on everything that has grown out. And I'm using, actually that other one that I was using was the dehydrant, and now I'm using the protein bond by Nail Light, which is something wonderful. And I'll be using my Alpha brush number 14 and my Omega acrylics, and I'm using this pink, intense pink by Omega, but then I also added a little bit more of a pink pigment to make it a little bit more intense, a more intense pink, but it's still translucent. And then I'm just patting, doing the refill, and then I decided to use that same but that same nail bed pink to encapsulate the whole nail. It just gives it like a nice blush pink, very subtle look to the nail, and it doesn't opaque the glitter, it doesn't change anything. Like I said, this is not a nail design change, it's basically a refill in how I carefully remove length without damaging the actual nail tip enhancement that I used. That way I avoid working so hard on having to, let's say if I file too much and then the tip breaks, I have to replace everything and apply the glitter, and I just didn't want to do that. I just went from a long set of nails to a shorter, because that's me. I am bipolar with my nails. One day I want them long, another I want them extra short, and then the next week I can't stand acrylics at all and I remove them. But yeah, basically this is all I was sharing with you on how I shorten my nails. Hope this helped. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys are interested in me doing these videos in English and Spanish, let me know. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't done so. See you on the next one. Bye bye.